When a company is launching a new product, they've put a ton of time and effort into getting that product to market. And so they're gonna wanna focus on marketing campaigns and data sheets and getting that product information out. But what they can tend to overlook is that sales conversation, which is really the last mile to bringing in revenue and seeing the return on that investment. So what can tend to happen when we're looking at a product launch is the sales conversation can tend to gear more towards the product feature and function and that tactical level rather than moving it to that strategic level where you're understanding the customer objectives and challenges. And so when we want to move to a more effective conversation, there's 3 areas you want to look at that map to the customer decision-making process. And that is, why change? What's on the hearts and minds and what's really important to that customer? What are their challenges and objectives? So that you can take your later on, take your solution and map to those. The second piece would be, why now? And that's quantifying the urgency and why an organization might want to make that change sooner rather than later. And then the third piece would be, why us? Really highlighting those key differentiators so that you can position yourself against the competition. What can tend to happen in these conversations is a salesperson can really start to talk at the customer rather than being inquisitive and asking the insightful questions they need to understand where that customer is at. What's at risk when we start talking at the customer is we don't have an effective conversation, and ultimately it's diminished returns on your investment.